Alright, we're just going to do it this way. Instead, dang technology. Okay, welcome to the Kane Bootcamp, Week 1. This is a kick-ass, no excuses bootcamp. It's the very first session. This is something completely unique. Never actually done this before, and why it's called the kick-ass, no excuses bootcamp is because there was no excuses why you should not join if you say you're looking for information on marketing, internet marketing, anything or any of the products on the list, because this is the only time I let you choose the price. So there should be no barriers why you cannot do this, and I'm also going to call you no excuses because I'm breaking down every possible question that you could have or barrier that could be stopping you to having success in this market, because it is open to questions if you're here live, and I will stay on until all questions are answered. So again, taking out all excuses as to why you can't, because there are plenty in this market. You know, there's so many things we will talk about on why it doesn't work or how long they've been trying internet marketing. I hear people say they've been doing this for years and have not really made any consistent income, and that's just kind of breaks my heart, because you follow a system. It is duplicatable and easy enough. You know, I say it's not hard work, or it's hard work, but it is easy. The work is easy to do. It just takes dedication, commitment to yourself, and follow through. If you have a system in place, it does work as long as you follow it consistently. So I'm going to first go through a couple of the ground rules. I know it looks like it's a simple 3 things, not much are going on, but it's going to get a little involved. So first things first, we will be moving fast. My plan is to get through this in about an hour. We're going to try to do this in about an hour. I've been known in the past for 2, 3, 4 hour training. And we're not going to do that today because that'll just overwhelm you. I don't want to give you too much information where it causes the analysis paralysis and you don't move forward and don't take any action. So I'm trying to break this down to as concise and short as I can so that it can make this something you can move through. Also, I would rather you be participating than trying to take notes. I want you to be watching, listening, and interacting with this, and not trying to take notes, because I should, if everything goes right, have a good solid recording so you don't have to worry about taking notes. Rather you just watching, taking it in, and absorbing it. And say, we got the questions on here. That's the reason for the no excuses. Because if you have any questions, this is your time to ask them throughout this entire live training while we're here. So make sure you are patient, and don't worry about if you miss anything, if I go over too fast. Ask the questions. I'll get to the Q&A, and just pay attention and interact. It will not, you won't have to worry about missing anything. And so this is the other thing. So this will not be your typical internet marketing, and I want to explain that sentence a little bit. So I thought about doing this as a kind of a quick launch training like I did last year. I had a big major launch training, but I did a quick launch one, and it went over great and people loved it. But the thing is, people got stuck because they got stuck in the process of repeating it. Meaning, you know, you do a quick launch, you make the quick cash, and then after, you know, the whole launch buzz or whatever dies down, then you're stuck thinking that the only thing to do is launch another one, so you get that quick hit, 2 or 3 weeks of money coming in. And it does get addicting, because it can be fun and addicting to be able to come up with a product launch it in a few days and make a couple $1,000s or so and be happy with it, but the second it stops, you got to do it again. And I don't want people getting stuck in that process and having to repeat that over and over. It's not the real goal here. Yeah, you can do a launch for some emergency cash system, but it's the long-term passive income streams, and I don't want to go too deep into that, but after you do the quick launch, you're supposed to then find a way to branch it out and drive passive income to that so it repeats over and over instead of, okay, just launching once and then start all over and launching and launching again. You see so many people in this industry stuck in that cycle where they're launching something new every few days, and I don't want that for you. So if you want that process and that training and all the stuff that's covered in there, you can join Really Simple Launches and learn all about that. Yeah, it's a great setup, right? I tell you, where you're gonna a process where you're gonna get burned out, get tired of it, and just make and end up quitting, and then ask if you want to join that. So this is not buzzing. Hold on. Hopefully you could not hear that. Did any of the loud buzzing I just heard get pulled up into the mic? Yep, I just threw my cell phone across the room. That's what I figured it was. All right, I'll edit that out too, I swear. That was insane. All right, so let's keep moving. So now we got the ground rules out of the way. This is not going to be the typical quick launch, how to launch a product on internet marketing and make money online niche, and then keep repeating that process. It does work. It is fun. I've made a lot of money people doing that, but I've already got training set up for that. So what I want to do is branch out to give you something a little bit more exciting, more fun, more long-term, because if it's not enjoyable, that's what's going to make you quit. So I'm giving you the best way forward, to think beyond that and go forward. So we're going to go with what are the best ideas and opportunities. So what we're going to be setting up is showing you how to, again, set up passive income streams, but more importantly, so that you enjoy it and that it's long-term. Not the quick launch, not a quick couple dollars doing something you absolutely hate, like CPA offers or something. If you don't know what CPA is, that's usually it's something where you find some way to get traffic or visitors to someone else's website. You send all your traffic to someone else, and you usually have a form on the page where they put in their name and email and sign up for some free offer or something, and you usually get $1 for every person who you send to that website who actually signs up. So if you send 2,000 people and no one signs up, you get nothing. If you send, 2,000 people and 5 people sign up, you've made $5. But did you really set up a business? Is there any passive income, any residual, any way to follow up with these people? There's absolutely nothing there. It's just a way to make a quick couple bucks. And then you ask them, are you really passionate about CPA? Are you passionate about your niche and your topic and what you do? And most people say absolutely not. It's just something they do to make a couple dollars. So what if there's a hybrid? What if there's a way that you could enjoy what you're doing and still make the passive income? That's what I want. You'll find I never teach things that just make a quick buck and things that you're absolutely going to hate, because I've said this and I'll say it again over and over and over. Since you are in control setting up your own business and you're the one creating this, that's the whole dream of work from home, work for yourself, why would you create a business that you do not enjoy? And you might as well have a job. There are plenty of people out there who are willing to pay you money to do something you don't enjoy. Why would you choose that for yourself? So if you currently have a business right now that you're doing just for the dollars that you think it's going to make, but you absolutely don't enjoy it, then this is going to be for you. This Kick-Ass Bootcamp, you're going to enjoy this. So where are all the opportunities? Well, one of the things you can do is try to build your own interesting and captivating. I go through these again kind of quick and give examples. I said, a little bit later on. But that's one of the things, is to try to find something unique about yourself, a topic, a situation, and make it your own unique brand and brand yourself for something long term. We'll get into more of that in the end. The next way to find hidden opportunity is to find hidden gems and keywords. Now, you may know that I'm not big on SEO. I actually don't believe in SEO, which is search engine optimization, or using keywords to try to rank websites or try to rank books or blog posts or anything by stuffing a bunch of keywords in it because you hope people are searching for it. What I'm talking about is using keyword tools that just give you an idea of how many people are searching for a certain thing, not for trying to rank for. You're just trying to gauge the interest. So if you were, say, using Google's Keyword Planner, which is one of the most popular, or Keyword Spy, or any of these other ones that give you search volumes. If you're looking for the term, you're looking for search volumes, you're just wanting to know how often or how many times per day, week, month, some sites break it down differently, someone goes into a web and searches a particular term. So if you do that, if you're thinking about creating a frog tattooing blog, maybe the first thing you do on research is you check one of the keyword search engines, and you may search, and there is of the internet for the phrase frog tattooing. So if that's the case, no matter how much you like it or stuck on that, you may want to reconsider if it shows no one has ever searched it, and it shows there's 1 million people searching that phrase a month, and there's only 5 blogs or 5 sites on the internet that are catered to that audience. So you have a winner. So that's just the short explanation of using keywords. So what we're going to do when you see some of the other methods we're talking about, one of the ways to validate a thing is going or not is you may use keywords, keyword tools to look for phrases, items, things, places, any. We're not marketing, all that crap, because no one would, because they enjoy doing these things. You will find hidden gems of things that you're interested in, or other ones. That's what we're going to talk about. Another one is capitalizing on trends early. So whatever your topic is you're interested in, one of the things you should always do is follow the market. Always have your finger on the pulse of the market. You sign up to the list, you register on blogs or news lists, sign up for Google Alerts, anything that so you get notified first when something new is coming out. And then that way you can be one of the first ones to announce it and hop in on a trend before something starts. There's plenty of that, like new websites that are launched. There's tons of people talking about if you would have got in on Facebook when it was just beginning, or Google when it just started, or YouTube, or any of these things when sites that become brand new and you heard that it was trending and buying stock or anything like that, then you could have made a ton of money. So understanding trends on your market, and we're going to go deep into that, is finding out what's the buzz, what's going to be the rage, what's coming out. Same thing like Christmas is finding out what's going to be the newest hot toy, something the most anticipated. You're thinking about what is the most anticipated thing that's coming in your mind. Being the one who knows first can lead to so many opportunities for you to make money once we keep going through this. This one should have a star next to it too. Identify and solve a pain point. This one is universal. Does not matter what topic, niche, internet marketing, dating, painting, woodworking, whatever it is, anything that basically in the information marketing, meaning anything non-fiction, should be solving a specific pain point. I was talking with a product that was called the what was it? The overview. No, list building 101. That's what it was. That was general overview of and everything you need to know about list building. And I was saying that no one, usually when if they're already in the industry, internet marketing, they want to learn about list building, says, hey, I'm looking for some general information on list building. It's just not a topic anyone's going to go for. But if you have something that says how to increase your conversion rate on your opt-in page, then that's a problem someone may have. They may be sending tons of visitors to their squeeze pages and getting 0 opt-ins. And that is a pain point because they're taking time to drive the traffic, taking time, maybe paying money to send visitors to their site. And if no one's signing up for their offer, there could be losing a lot of money, time, and wasted energy. So that is a pain point. But general information on list building is not a pain point. That's just random information that no one is looking for. So just to throw one more example out there, say if your niche was horseback riding, you may do better with your topic instead of everything you need to know about horseback riding, or which a beginner may buy that book, or someone who's just starting out, or if you made your thing of how to get your horse to stop bucking, is a real problem, or people getting bucked off and can cause injuries, and it's something that some pain point is looking to solve that right away. You may want to go after solving a specific problem. So don't go for general overviews of anything ever. Always niche down whatever it is your topic is to those lowest points. Be as specific as you can so that you can clearly identify in 1 or 2 sentences. When someone comes to you, they have X, and when they leave, they can now do blank within, you should be able to explain what they're going to learn, what they're going to do. What problem you're going to be able to solve quickly. See, there are some questions. There is no sound. You guys are saying that you lost me for a second. Did we lose? Can you still hear me? If you can still hear me, put something in the chat box. I had a few comments saying that I went out for a minute. So just want to make sure. Like I said, I am just now getting to the island, Caribbean, where the internet is great. I am looking into internet boosters and things to try to fix that. Okay, I went out, but I'm back now. Okay. Hopefully, since I'm recording it, on my computer, the recording will have got the parts that you missed. Did I skip? Was it out for a long time? Did you miss the whole section? Do you need to go back over anything? Sound is in and out. Okay. Well, I do apologize, and thank you for your patience. Like I said, hopefully anything that we miss, it's not too bad that you're missing anything important. You'll be able to hopefully have a good, solid recording to fill in any of the blanks. I do apologize. Really, nothing I can do at the moment. I said I'm trying to find some signal boosters to fix that for next. So I will continue. Next one is identify and cater to consumer passions. So that's pretty much the opposite of going for a pain point or going for something people are already about. So consumer passions, it's things that people are already thinking, and that's where I'm leaning towards. If you were asking me what you should go into, I would say more of the passion / entertainment niches for long term, just because you can hit a wider audience. But not to say they're not making money in all of these other well, but it's just the one startling said that I always show is that it's only 3% of the population will buy something this year. I saw the stat. 3% of the population will buy something this year to improve their lives or to learn something. So we're talking all nonfiction. We're talking self-help. We're talking personal development. We're talking internet marketing, products, learning, anything that's considered teaching you something, learning, education, self-education, self-improvement, betterment in any way. That counts information products, that counts anything nonfiction. Only 3% of the population is the ones that will be buying something, buying a book, a self-help product, something, information product to learn how to do something this year. But 100% will buy something for their entertainment. Everyone will at some point spend something for entertainment, which is not a bad stat. I mean, it's obvious you're here on this earth to enjoy this life. So I spend probably 100 times more time, effort, and energy on being entertained than they do on improving their current situation. I mean, it's a sad but true human nature. You know, I get people all the time when I ask them, did they go through the training yet, or did they watch, the 30-minute video or listen to my 20-minute podcast, and they'll tell me they don't have time. They don't have time to listen or audio. It's too long. Send them the PDF written version so they can just scan. And then these are the same people, watch us through Breaking Bad or Marathon night. Watch a 2-minute audio. So that's leaning towards entertainment niches, because you will find things people are, more easier sell, so to speak. Convincing someone to go watch a movie is a lot easier to convince than someone to take a self-development workshop. It just is. So if you can use what we're going to learn today and use it to do something in a passion niche or entertainment, I think you will actually enjoy it yourself as well. The other one is monetizing something yourself you're passionate about. So what is it that you like? What do you love? What do you already enjoy doing? So don't worry about trying to monetize it, or even if you think, there's no way to monetize this. I love sewing, but I have no idea how to monetize it, or I love, fishing or anything like that. I don't want you trying to think how you're going to monetize it. Leave that to me. We're going to come up with that together over these next few weeks. I just want you to make a list of all things you are passionate about, something you could talking about. And like when you're at a party, what do you see yourself with talking with people forever, where the time just seems to fly? Something that and you get all amped up when you're talking about it. What are some of these things, and work on how to monetize it? Now, opportunity gap. That is in here with the star, but opportunity gap is you seeing something where a part of the market is not being catered to. So, a perfect example is when we lived in Las Vegas, we made friends with a guy who had a company that delivered food. They ended up branching out, and it wasn't just food. But basically, you could be anywhere in Vegas, and your restaurant was clear across town, and they don't do delivery. You would call this company and say, you know what, I really want In-N-Out Burger, and I'm staying at Caesar's Palace. And you would call this company. They would drive to In-N-Out, place your order, and bring it to your hotel at any time. That is an opportunity. So they found two different ways. Found that people weren't being served because people in Vegas didn't have the opportunity or didn't want to have to pay for taxis and all that and couldn't get all the things that were off the strip. If they were there on vacation, they didn't have a car. They're missing out on all these great things that you can, or food and things to get that were outside of the strip or beyond the means of their hotel. Well, they could have it at their own hotel anytime they wanted, and they weren't just limited to room service. The second way that's an opportunity gap is you may want to look into, if they got copyrights or anything on the business model, which I doubt, but how many other cities, countries, or whatever locally where you live do you think could benefit from that? I mean, right here where we are, in the Caribbean, there's like no public transportation in this area. It's kind of a secluded inn, and all of the restaurants and everything are a bit of a drive, and they don't deliver. So that would be another opportunity gap. If we wanted to start that same type of business right here, we could, and I would believe that it would be moderately successful with great marketing. I believe in time we could build that and have a full client base and lots of customers coming in. So that's an opportunity gap. You find somewhere where people are not being served or part of the market that's being skipped over on any opportunity, and you be the one to fill that gap. Another one is utilizing your own experience and expertise. I hear this one all the time. People say, I don't know anything, I can sell. You know something. Everybody has had entirely different life experiences. We all know different things that other people do not. And we all had to learn it at some point. There are people out there who are looking for the information you already possess. And I know I get pushback every single time I say this. Someone always says, I don't know anything. And it's just not true. Everybody knows something that is valuable that they had to learn at some point that someone would pay for. So you really got to just deep dive, look into yourself, and come up with different things that you've learned and that someone could be interested in. If that's what you want to teach, you can absolutely do that. Maybe you got your ex back, or maybe you got a huge tax refund, or maybe you won a case a civil suit or something that you should not have, or maybe you got a bunch of traffic to a YouTube video almost overnight one time, or maybe you can build a website with lots of fancy graphics in 3 minutes, where normally the coding from scratch would take someone else months. Or maybe you're really good at baking and you can make stuff from scratch, or you can just see a recipe one time and you can make it, or you can eat something in a restaurant and you can go home and make it that same day and make it better. Or maybe you lost a bunch of weight one time, and when you were in high school or something and you were training for some event and you lost a ton of weight. Or maybe you're a dog whisperer. You can train dogs really fast, or you just have a way with animals. There's so many things you've done in your life that someone else has not done. You're good at something, so don't tell me there's nothing you can teach someone. I'm telling you, you have gifts, and you are good at absolutely something, and you are fascinating, and there's something someone would want to learn from you. So do not overlook this. But this one is one of my favorites. That's why I put the star by it. Solve one of your own problems. I'm even going to zoom in a little on this one. Solve one of your own problems. Why do I love this one so much? Because you basically are getting paid to fix something that you need fixing. If that makes sense. Solving your own problem. So using the example we just said of YouTube videos. One client says, I asked him what would he believe would change his whole business and marketing if he thought he got good at it, and he wanted to also create a product. He said, I've always believed that my market loves video, and I'm just no good at video marketing, and I wish I could learn that. I wish I could learn how to do better videos and how to make them rank, how to get traffic in YouTube and get a ton of visitors. And so what I tell them to do, I've learned this a long, long time ago. I can't tell you which course or book or whatever I learned it from, but it said whenever you want to learn a new skill, teach it to someone else, and it hits all the different modalities so you learn it better. So if I was, and me and my wife do this all the time, if I'm learning, a book on, say, how to brew beer, say after I brew my own beer, say after I finish, chapter 1 or 2, I would then organize it and explain what I learned to Cece. So rather than me just reading if I'm or whatever, I have to now focus to try to teach it to someone else, just like writing a report for school. It instills the information in you twice over because now you're trying to organize it in a way so that someone else can learn it. So for solving your own problems, this is so good because, again, even if the product doesn't totally blow it out of the park and make you $1 Brazilian, well, you've solved one of your own problems that should be getting you closer to your goal anyway. So what did I tell this person that said he wished he was good at video marketing? Well, I told him to create a product on how to make great videos and be great at video marketing. So what is that? Train is going and searching what make a video, what types of videos get a lot of, which ones is his. So by creating a product and teaching me, I told him, you're going to organize this and teach me how to make a great video. He learns it by default, just like if you were set to write a report in school. When you were given a report to write in school about the history of the war or whatever, you probably knew nothing about it at the time, but after you were done, once you gave that presentation, you sounded like the expert. So solve one of your own problems. It's one of my absolute favorite. It will always be the niche I say of choice. If there's something you really want to learn, something you really wish was fixed, a problem you all had, solve it and guarantee there's someone else who has that same problem, and then you can build a brand around what you've created. So you use a problem and then use what you learn for other people. There's plenty of great products that were created that way. There's someone who I read product was from the government or something like that, and it was finding all these secret loopholes and getting the most back from the taxes. And they were just trying to figure that out for their own selves because of their taxes, and they had them paying 10, 20 grand or something. They didn't have it. So trying to figure out how to redo the taxes themselves, they found all these different little loopholes and tricks and read the law books and figured out all these different ways that they could get money back and end up, and then once they did it, they put everything they learned into a book, and it turned into a best-selling book by originally starting from them just trying to solve their own problem. So this is one of my favorites. Always go with that one. Next one is irrationally passionate. It kind of goes into this one, what I was saying, consumer passions and entertainment, but it's slightly different, and you'll see what I mean. When you go into niches where people are irrationally passionate, meaning they will irrationally spend money like crazy, or they will fight you, or you will never, ever win an argument. It will never end. Just think about people who are these markets where people are so irrationally passionate about it. Like the tattoo market. Tattoo people have crazy raving fans. They get tattoos on their faces, all over their body. They read magazines, they watch movies, they do every tattoo is their life. Surfers, same thing. They're vegetarian, all of them, but there is, a certain stigma with, they believe it because they're passionately doing it. Because their beliefs are so makes believe in something, and why wouldn't you not try to spread it as much as you can? The survivalist people, that market is just crazy. Yoga, they got the mats, they got the videos, they're doing it in public, they're watching videos on it all the time, they're learning new positions. They're absolutely crazy. Drinking is another market where people are crazy, and I'm talking about some consumption. People who are either there's some bartending sites or bartenders who always wanting to learn how to make drinks, or the niche is actually mixology and learning bartenders. I found this out researching for another client that there's a huge community in the whole bartending and mixology community that are pretty passionate. They've got like experts who want to learn how to do the things where they're flipping the bottles behind them back and pouring the drinks and making it really fancy where it's more of a show. A lot of bartenders, when they get to that level, they see it as their own art. And the way they make the drink is something like no one else makes it. So it's another one. Movie lovers, obviously there's movie fanatics that will watch every movie, talk about them, love them. It's another irrationally passionate market. Book lovers, same thing. Animal lovers, golfers, of course. I love using my dad as this example because he's the one who got me into golfing, but we have this thing where I always make fun of him because if he thinks, the new Titleist or Ping or TaylorMade driver will add 5 yards to his drive, he will go out and spend $500 on one club just because it's the newest one, and he still hasn't really learned how to swing at that great himself. So I keep telling him it's operator error. Maybe if he took lessons instead, he's irrationally passionate, he just has to buy the newest widget or club or gadget. He's got so many doohickeys on his bag when we go play. It's insane. And so I refuse to buy a new driver. I actually went back to one of my old ones just to keep making this point because I keep picking at him while we play. But I have one of my first clubs I bought was from Play It Again Sports. It was $6, and it's an old steel-shafted driver. So I pull that out when we play, and I play with that. So then I always hit it. And whenever I outdrive them, I go, look at this, is $6 outdriving your $500 club. Maybe it's not going to mess with them. But so golfers are crazy. Yes, they spend on ridiculous things. And I'm just guilty of that. Go through a few more of these real quick. Crafts, politics is another one where people get irrational and crazy when they're talking. There's even, you don't have to just think about him. Well, the whole point of this course here is I'm trying to get you to think outside of what everyone else is doing. I want you to stand out, create your own brand, be a pioneer, do something unique, and you can monetize it and make a full-time living on this. This whole thing I'm trying to convince you that pretty much you can monetize anything you want. I just want you to enjoy it. So, crazy fetishes. Yes, there are beard blogs right now making tons of money, and thank you, Dan, for that one. Beard blogs. So think about these irrationally passionate markets. Ignore all the same ones everyone else is, and know that there are little pockets of sub markets out there where people are spending money like crazy, and it can be done and have fun at the same time in entertainment niches. So next I'm just going to go through really quickly the different types of ideas. So before I move on to this next section of types of ideas, are there any questions right now? Let's see if I'm catching up with any of the comments. Shuffle roller skating, that's another one. Chris says there's a market for shuffle roller skating. And I got one that says my screen was frozen and no sound a few minutes ago, but I'm hoping that is the case anymore. Since there's only one person that said it, I assume it's okay. Okay, no more questions, so I'll go on to the next section. Okay, there's a question. What if the audience is not big? That's a great question. We're going to get into that later on validating the market. We're going to talk about once you evaluating the audience. Like I said, if one of the things you listed was frog tattooing, and then we go into evaluating and realize there's no market for it, then we would go against it. But I want you all to Google after this call is over. There's a training or a video post on the True 1000 Fans. There's a saying that says you can make a full-time six-figure business just by getting that 1,000 true fans. Everyone thinks you have to have 100,000 followers or email list or this big list or be crazy popular in order to finally have success. And there's a thing that says if you have that true 1,000, that's pretty much once you hit that 1,000 of your true lifetime fans that love you, that is all you really need. And once you hit kind of like that point where everything just snowballs, I'm also passionate about writing groups, and everyone's always talking about getting on the bestseller list, and cracking what niches are in the top 100 of the all-time bestseller list, and going after romance. Everyone's going after romance because that's, the top bestsellers. And there's always someone in the group who will post their screenshots of their books. They have maybe 10 books, and they'll show that none of them are on the bestsellers list, and they're doing, $10K a month. So you say you don't have to be a bestseller in order to be doing well. So if the audience isn't big, it doesn't mean it has to be a crazy multi-billion-dollar market like going after top-level weight loss. It could be enough in there. To make enough money for you to make well-off living in that market. Another market someone puts out is computer freezing up market. That's a good market. I would buy something in that niche right now. There is PC repair and things like that we know is already a good market, or computers speeding up and all that good stuff. So, yeah, thank you for that one. So next we're going to the next section, that is types of ideas. I just want to throw these out just really quick, and you can go on for days. I just want to put a few of these general ideas out there of what you can make besides just the same thing everyone else is doing. So you can create apps. You have an idea for a unique app and research it and get it made without worrying about all the technical stuff of how right now. Just I know plenty of times you've been doing something on your phone, tablet device, and you said, man, I wish there was an app that did blank. And this goes back to solving your own problem. Well, if you wish there was, you're probably not the only one who wished that. Look into getting it created, and who knows. Or how many times have you said you have an idea or you wish there was an app for blank, and then you search and someone else created it or beat you to it? You know what I mean? So apps is one. Of course, ebooks, online, digital, Kindle. You can go physical books. Physical products is another really good one. I like either consumables or reoccurring. I think that's spelled right. So another one of the best niches, and this can go for any of them actually, but physical goods, this one is such an easier sell if you get into creating something physical, like, say, dog food, for example. Something that once you finish it, you immediately need more. As soon as it's gone, you have to buy another one, like the Post-it notes, or I don't think of any other examples, or batteries or something like that. You can sell almost anything as an affiliate on your site if you make a niche website around it and start selling it, or get your own created. And we'll go more deeper into that. But you really, really want to make passive long-term income. Make your product something that someone needs over and over and over again. As soon as they're done with it or used it or got it, at a certain amount of time that it passes, they need another one. So they end up being your customer for life. So, dog food, vitamins, things like that, just for example, supplements are the ones off the top of my head, or Post-it notes, or staples, or something that you constantly will need again. It's a great market to get into. It's the same with internet marketing, as we talk about one-stop markets, like if you're doing info products, is doing something like the acne cure or stop smoking. That's a better one, because acne cure actually could have some follow-up, because then you can follow up with skin creams and other stuff and toning. But stop smoking, once they've bought your product and they've stopped smoking, there's nowhere else to go with them. You can't really follow up with blog posts or new content, or it's really hard to find some related topics because it's a one-stop market. You solved their problem and now there's nowhere else to go. So you want something that's reoccurring and has lots of ways to go with it. So the other types obviously is coaching, mentoring, and working one-on-one, consulting, all of those. These are just different types of things you can offer. Membership sites, T-shirts, it's going back into physical goods. So just wanting you to think outside of all the different other things that you could sell. Again, I'm still saying leaning towards entertainment and or physical products for long-term and enjoyment, especially if it's something you're already passionate about. The next section is where to look. Before I go to that, I'm just going to check any questions really quick. I will fix that right now. Thank you. Oh, that didn't work. How's that? How can you read the content of the PC freezing market? Those are those roadblocks you'll have to come up with. The question is, and this is a good question to start thinking like this when you're marketing, how can you read the content of your PC freezing at market if your PC freezes up? So that's pretty funny, because it's knowing your audience and how you reach them. So if your audience was a PC repair market, you probably shouldn't be advertising online. You would want to be advertising physically, TV, flyers, and stuff like that, because if their PC is freezing up, they probably can't find you online. Good point. I'll see if there's any questions. All right, nothing else, so we'll go on to the next section. The next section we'll talk about is where to look. So we're talking about where to look for ideas and come up with these things for your market. So we're going to get the most common and possibly obvious. I say that because we've got a wide range of people who are watching this. Some of you may have came from internet marketing and the Warrior Forum, but some have come from other marketing and other things that I've done, or may have found this another way. So I say possibly obvious, but it may not be if you're still brand new to this. So I'll go through these really fast, because these are some of the ones that are covered in the really simple launches in depth. So my number one is forums. I love forums for research on topics, because you can scan any popular forum and in a matter of minutes have a new topic for an information product for that forum. Because, think about it, the forum is people asking questions about their interested topic. And there's a forum on almost any single topic you can think of. You search Google, just put in your topic and forum, and the chances are if there's not a forum on your topic, it's not a big enough market. But there's a forum for almost everything. So if you scan just the headlines, you don't even have to read the post. Scanning the headlines alone in forums, you can get the idea of people's pain points, what they need help with, And then you can check the number of views of that thread to see the popularity. So you look for things like I need help with, help, trouble, or things that just sound like they're annoyed, aggravated, stressed, reaching out, or pleading. And this is for any market. Again, this could be woodworking, this could be gardening, this could be tattooing. Any one of these markets, as you check the forum, you can see what people are needing help with most and organize your whole campaign or branding around solving whatever that is. Amazon, because it's one of the most popular, but there's many others, by checking best-selling on any topic. We're talking, could be books, could be physical products. Any topic you're thinking about getting into, check out what's best-selling, and it's usually a good indication that there's a market for it. Magazines, there's a popular theory that if there's a magazine on the topic, because running a magazine, getting set up is expensive in itself, so it has to be popular and making money if someone created a magazine on it. So of course, you want to dig a little deeper into that, but you can go to magazines.com and find all the magazines on every topic you can think of. And even Amazon has their own magazine sections, and you can see how well they're selling by looking at their sales rank. ClickBank is one of the most popular online websites for selling digital products. So if you go there, you make an account, you can sign up, and you can sort by gravity and popularity, and it gives you an idea of how well it's selling. Again, I won't go too deep into that. If you're brand new and you haven't heard about ClickBank and all that, again, you can check out really simple launches or just do a quick Google search or go to warriorforum.com and create an account and search for ClickBank information inside the forum or just ask the question. So I won't spend a whole lot of time on explaining all of these. I think most of the people are familiar with these. So here's a few of the ways for some of the sites that people overlook for finding ideas. So Reddit, this one is just becoming more and more my favorite as it goes. There is subreddits on every single topic you can think of. Reddit is an insanely active community. I think everyone on this call needs to just spend a day or two in there, create an account, and just dig through there. It is endless. And the things people talk about and share and problems, it's crazy. I'm still new to it recently. I only discovered Reddit maybe about a year ago, and it's insane. You can get so much information. You can get entire product ideas, branding, copyright, all kinds of stuff. You get from hanging out on Reddit and starting with a top-level search word like tattoo and finding everything you need to know to create a whole new brand, website, campaign, understand the demographics, understand the audience, turn-ons, turns-off, what makes them tick, everything. You can probably find in just the Reddit tattoo. It's insane. Check it no matter what topic you end up going with. Popular blogs and their blog posts. Many times, because I love this one, finding a blog on your topic and then feel that some website built in, some people actually add a WordPress plugin. Find in their sidebar, they will tell you what are their most popular posts. So if a site has been around 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and to know what is their most popular topics over their years, the most popular blog posts, is valuable information that you can get really quick. I'll just do this really quick to show you as an example. And Ken says Reddit will suck up your time. Yes, just like anything else, Twitter, Facebook, Warrior Forum, anything will suck up your time if you're not disciplined and responsible to get right. You can get distracted on there really quick. So and that's something we all have to work on. But show you this popular. I'll just do it really quick. A random niche, and I'll search and show you what I'm talking about if you don't know. something, anything in the comments. Any old random niche. You know, search it right. You guys still awake, right? Throw something in the comments, or did I cut out again? Oh, I think everyone's asleep. Yeah. It's not really a niche per se. I'm saying think of a random niche or topic, anything like beard style. Okay, the topic of beards. Let's do beards. So I can just show you this popular post thing. And the screen stare, let me know when you can see. How about this one? Alright, now we can see. Okay, so if you do beard, and then you just do, this is one way to do it, popular. I'm just going to throw in, make sure a blog comes up. Student net, philosophers, politics. Alright, let's just. Sure. Let's go. Best beard blog. So, beard. So right here, you see this on the side, popular post. It's a plugin or widget that people put on their plugin. On their site that lets you know what their popular post is. So this doesn't look like an actual beard site, for example. But if this was your niche, if this if this blog was about your niche, and you came over to the side and you put in this search for that, you could also do. You can do it in quotes, or you in the site, popular beard style. So, and then it'll have this widget over here on the side that says popular post. So, it would be the most popular post on the site. You use Jello and cheese rings, you sneaky mom, and so lovely things from Valentine's Day past. So that for you is whatever your topic was. I mean, that popular beer, the blog, if you want to do beer and see what the most posts over here. But this one doesn't have, oh, I missed it. Popular post right here. So full beard styles, a guide for men. I mean, that could even be a product or even a Kindle book, right? Full beard styles, a guide for young men. 5 stunning modern beard styles for men. So these are the most popular. So people who come to this site who are interested in beard, these are the most popular topics. Bike for young men. Tried to come up knowing, checking the popular site. So we're going to go back. So I just wanted to show you popular posts. If you look what's hot, what's interesting, what people clicked on the most, what comments they're interested in the most, go to a site that's related to yours and check out what is their most popular post. Because then there's no guesswork involved. You know what's the most popular, what people want to know the most about, because it's telling you right here. These are the posts that most people on the site. So back, and it's still gray again because it should not be awesome. Bear with me. We're going to do this way again. All right, so that is popular blog posts. You should be back. I just want to make sure your screen is back. And that we are good. Okay, so again, solving your own problem. We talked about this before, but this is one of the best places to look for ideas. Find something that you want to solve yourself and then solve it. Document what you do to solve it. And you have a new niche, brand, topic because you became the expert because you solved this problem, and hopefully you validate it and there are other people have the same problem. Facebook pages is another great one because if you're doing things outside of internet marketing, you know, Facebook is mainly for entertainment. Only marketers go to Facebook looking for internet marketing stuff. The rest of the population does not. They go there for entertainment, cute puppies and cats and funny stuff that they want to share that lets people know what they're into. So one of the theories are if you go to Facebook and there's a popular page with, you know, over 50,000 people or more liking the topic that you're thinking about, then it's probably going to be a decent topic. But if you search Facebook on the topic and it's semi-entertainment niche, hobby niche, passionate niche, something like that, anything outside of marketing, and you can't find pages with more than 1,000 or 300, 400, 500 likes, you probably want to, you know, raise the eyebrow and think this topic over. You know, if it's something like an embarrassing niche, like if it's, you know, like acne cures or how to stop cheating or stuff like that that are embarrassing niches, no one's going to like that page. You know, that's all you need. You come home and you see that your spouse liked how to stop cheating page. Probably not the best market for that. Won't work for marketing if Facebook and social media is going to be your primary for how you're going to be sharing this. I just got a notification that I lost you, so I'm just making sure that I'm back before I resume. Someone let me know if we are back or not. Hello, hello. Are we back? We are back. How long were we gone that time? No, we're not back? All right, yes, so you can hear me. What was the last thing you heard and or saw before it cut out? I will try to speed up. I'm sorry, I apologize. I said an hour. We are already over an hour, and we still got a little bit more to go. So, man, that's crazy. Someone says they never lost me, and others say I was gone for a while. How is that possible? Didn't miss anything. Man, I do appreciate you guys super patient and being here because this is insane. You're saying I was only gone for a few seconds. See, someone says I was gone for... Okay. All right, well, if we're back, we will continue with this awesomeness. I will restart. Let's see if I can get this back. So you can see again, I'm assuming. Okay, we shall continue. Don't remember where I left off, but last thing I was saying was about Facebook pages and embarrassing niches, like someone said, adult diapers. But if it's a niche that is embarrassing and you're planning on doing something on Facebook or something like that, it's probably not going to be the best market for it. So I try to steer away from things like that because it doesn't have that shareable quality. You want whatever your topic to be shareable. That is super important. You want it shareable because that's going to be your word of mouth is going to be your best chance for free traffic and branding and getting worldwide. You know, yeah, you can. There's stuff that teaches, you know, do embarrassing niches and desperate problem niches, like I said, acne or cheating or things like that. But those will never be shared. Like I said, no one's going to share the how to learn how to stop cheating and being faithful on Facebook or with their friends. Or have you seen this new site? You're bound to cure your cheating habit. And you're like, why are you telling me this? You know, what is that supposed to mean? It will cause problems. So if there's not a popular Facebook page on the topic, that's usually your first red flag, unless it is an internet marketing topic, because people don't typically share the internet with their friends and family. You know, I have my mom, dad, and niece and nephews on my Facebook. I'm not going to share, 10 ways to make a viral YouTube video on my Facebook. I'm just not. And I see people doing this all the time. They start their Facebook and they're posting all this marketing crap, and it's like people aren't on Facebook to see marketing messages. It's just a mismatch of the audience. You go on Warrior Forum, and yeah, you'll get 1,000 people resharing it, but on Facebook, these marketing pages, people aren't there for that. It's just the wrong market. You got to understand where your audience is before you start setting up your campaign to share it. It just doesn't make sense. Go to where the people actually are. Facebook is not the place for your marketing, for internet marketing crap. Sorry, not crap, stuff. Instagram is another one. It's similar to Facebook pages. If there's popular topics on it, and you can go on for days. One of my favorite Instagram pages that I've shared with many, many people because it's shareable, because it's funny, and it's my sense of humor is, I think it's called Awkward Sex Moments or Awkward Sex Stories. They share some of the most funny, ridiculous, and inappropriate things that you will ever see in a day. They have that shock factor, and even though some of the stuff you're not supposed to laugh, I think that's what makes it even funnier. There are niches on almost anything you can think of on Instagram. And yes, you can search. You can't really post and do all this stuff, but Instagram does now have a website you can search from the web. You do think it's just Instagram.com or something like that. Like Instagram. I think it's something like that. And you can actually search and view Instagram right there on your web to make it faster to search. You don't just have to do mobile. But if you can find, like that awkward sex stories has like 2 million followers or something, and all they do is share funny stuff, funny and awkward, inappropriate jokes, which is then monetized by other various ways. You know, you got 2 million followers. You can pretty much monetize however you want after that, and then just share silly jokes the rest of the day. It's fantastic. So don't overlook Instagram. Meetup.com is another good one. Theory is if there's enough people who are willing to join a group and meet up in person about it, it's probably a good enough topic. You can use that to validate and search for ideas. Review certain topics or review, you know, you can find about 1 million internet marketing product review sites, but that's not what we're talking about. If you're finding people who review best blank or top 10, these type of topics will kind of they can let you know many things: what's trending, what's popular, what people are interested in, what's the best site to go to for information. These are fantastic sites. So look for sites that are specifically reviewing, like CNET.com, that does like reviews. Great site for information on what's currently popular that everyone's looking for, or even to give you insight on what's going to be up and coming. So review sites like CNET and things like that is just an example of what I mean by review blogs, or top 10 list of sites on whatever your topic is. Another one is what's popular on TV. Can you do a spin-off? Is there an underlying topic that they're really talking about? Is there something that there's a specific topic that they cover on the show that can then be turned in? Because if it's a popular TV show, they may have brought awareness to whatever the topic is. So, just a horrible example, because I don't like this topic, but there is, you know, a new show that's gotten all kind of controversy and buzz called The Slap. And it is a topic of basically what you do when someone else disciplines your child. There's the guy, Zachary Quinto, who slaps someone else's child or something for being bad or something at a picnic. I don't know the full thing about it, but so the topic is, the underlying topic could be disciplining your children, or what to do, you know, in public, how to publicly discipline. All these things are now hot topics because of this show. So is there a popular show on TV that is bringing awareness to a certain topic that you could pull and use the trend of the TV show to help feed the excitement for your website? That's another one popular on TV. Again, YouTube, famous Facebook pages, and Instagram. Are there tons of videos on the topic? Do they have tons of views? This is another one that I do all the time for quick validation. Just reading, Chris says, discipline, always carry duct tape. That is mark of a true parent right there. YouTube is another way that I use to validate topics all the time. If I can search YouTube and there's not at least 50,000 plus videos and the top ones have at least 5-digit views, then it's not a good topic. If I search for my topic, and I'm talking niche down level, not the top level like weight loss or tattoo, because you're going to go a little more specific than that. But like say if I was doing back tattoos, and I already know, like I said, the tattoo industry is insane, so I already know this would pass. But say I did back tattooing on YouTube, and only like 1,000 results came up, and the top one only had 500 views. And I would know right off the bat this is not a good topic, because if there are not tons of videos and views on the most popular video website on the internet, chances are it's not a good topic to get into. So I'm always using YouTube to validate any niche or topic. Search your topic, compare it with one that you know is bad to the one that you're thinking about, and see if you beat it out. Find, something that's awful and you know is not a great topic on YouTube, and then put it up against your search term that you're thinking about. And if you don't have a ton of videos with 100,000 views, 1 million, 50,000 views, you want to see numbers like this and videos that go on for days, because when you're looking for content and stuff later, YouTube is a fantastic source for that. So that's another place that you can find great ideas. They also have trending on the side. You have to kind of dig to find popular, the YouTube trending. It used to be right there on the front page. Now it's kind of hidden. But if you just pay attention, check every day on what's trending on YouTube, you'll get ideas, start writing them down and seeing what's popular on there. So that's the ones most people overlook on where to look to find some good topics. So I'm going to give you just a few ideas before we wrap this up. So here's some examples of sites that I know verify are doing 5 figures, doing simple things that you can be doing. There's a site that's all about CB radios. I have it set to pop up here, but that's not really all that big. If this is okay, we can see this, or should I open the full browser? It doesn't let me go full screen on this one. I'll just open the web and show you if it will copy. So this is a site that's just all about CB radios. It even has a good little slogan. Looking for CB for your Prius? Sorry, but you're in the wrong place. We specialize in rugged CB installs for trucks, Jeeps, 4x4s. See how they're niching down, calling out their audience, who they're for, who they're against, rallying against right there in the beginning. So they have blogs, and they're posting tons of YouTube videos about men and trucking and CB radios and all kinds of, off-roading and stuff like that. But then you go to their store, accessories, and then they have a store where they just have a bunch of products. So they've got the audience just for CB radios. Some of the products, they may have scoped out and bought themselves. Other ones could just be linked straight to Amazon or affiliate products that they sold, or they could start sourcing it and getting the same CB radios created themselves. But these guys are doing big money on a site just specifically about CB radios. So that's one example. Another one is slanted glasses. I love this one because this guy is doing, again, doing 5 figures plus a month for slanted glasses. We're going to bring it up on the full screen. So this one is a great story of someone solving their own problem. What these slanted glasses do, this was created by a rock climbing instructor. So he was always standing on the ground and always was getting a sore neck, having to look up all day long to yell out his instructions to the people who are rock climbing. So he came up with an idea there's just a plastic frame with a little piece of mirror in the bottom, so that now he can stand regular and still see what's going on and yell instructions with slanted. He had a problem. He's like, I wish they made glasses so I didn't have to hurt my neck all day. He created them himself and is now doing 5 figures a month selling something. So he solved his own problem and making money at the time. Now selling. Love the story of these glasses because it's just brilliant. So another one is giant yoga mats. This is the same thing. This person was another yoga fanatic, always doing yoga, but some of the positions and with the movements you had to do, positions, and even doing the couples yoga, she said the mats were never big enough. And now she's doing, I think the last number said 25, 30, 40,000 a month selling an oversized yoga mat. This costs her pennies to make. You call up a company that sells in rubber, the PVC they use in it, and instead of cutting the normal strips like they do on the regular yoga mat, she told them to cut it at twice the size. So people are brilliant doing yoga and different positions where you don't fit on the mat. So had a problem, loved doing yoga, but some of the positions she was always leaning over. So said, you know what, cut it twice the size, selling them. I mean, no design, no technical stuff you need besides imprinting a logo to plastic or rubber, PVC, whatever, mat. I mean, that's the difference that people had to do was cut it bigger than they were normally cutting it. Such a simple idea, and she's, you know, 6-7-figure year a business on selling it that's just cut a little bit bigger than the rest. Brilliant. I love it. I'll give you another example. Just trying to think outside of what's possible here. So this blog is going into the irrational people. We already talked about that. I mean, I just did a search and came up with dozens upon dozens of these sites. So you can see viral Facebook pages, YouTube videos, blogs on these survivalists are, you know, crazy in gun rights. The same thing is something that gets people up in arms. We're talking about it. See that pun? You see what I did there? With the whole gun rights thing. Custom wine labels. This is another success story. We'll just pull up his site really quick. The Labelery. Let's go biggerize this. The Labelery. So I remember the story, and I actually found him on Reddit, which is funny enough. When he first started, he was doing this from home, just printing the labels. He would get the order, he'd put in a few custom templates. So he lets you kind of design out from the few templates he already has built. Some of them are with some dirt. And once you pick your design and your name, he was printing this from computer, from his own at home, print out a couple of the copies, put them in a mailing envelope, pull it off. That was a business from home. And now I understand he's doing extremely plus from one. What's even exciting about this? People who make their own wine, but want their own, because that person their own line who's like, I can't think of the word. An individual who's making their own wine. He found out that he was making his own wine, and no one out there was making good labels for him after he was done to get a label he really liked for his wine that he was making. So he started making his own, then made a website and found there's tons of other people who, home brewers or whatever you call it, own wine, and needed labels for their bottles. So he took them out himself and physically going to the post office and mailing them to them. And the thing just took off just by doing something simple as this. There's not a blog on this site. There's not even much information, or see if he added a blog now. No. Home things, about questions, and he has a share option for people to share their label with their friends and family so they can see it. So that's how you're getting more to site. someone says, this new label I just created for my wine, check it out. And then he makes it shareable. So there's that again, shareable. You don't want embarrassing niche. But so custom wine labels that he's printing from his home with clip art turns into a 5. I mean, the idea is endless. E-cigs and vaping, we're just talking about going with current trends. This is getting huge right now. I found a ton of sites, videos, and all kinds of stuff dedicated just to e-cigs. So you can go physical products, you can source and get your own created, you can do outsource some other products. There's just so much you can do if you go into this market. It's like endless amount of ideas, products, even books or whatever it is, information. It's just a really hot trending topic right now. But I just want to throw in this last one as an example of my current situation. So my current problem, I just wrote this in right now, no internet connection. So that is going for my own problem. And could I make a niche out of this? Could I? So a couple of ideas that just came to me off the top of my head before this, because I was getting frustrated when I was trying to get this set up, was how to stay connected anywhere at all times. So I'm sure I'm not the only one who has this problem. So I came up with an idea on a market or blog site or however I wanted to do it, Facebook page, on how to stay connected 24/7. I think ideas like, what to do if you're in a business meeting, or what to do when you're in a foreign place, or how to get quick connection on an airplane, or things like that. How to stay connected anywhere at all times. What situations, how to all connect, how to tether yourself to your the that let you boost signals and find hot. So that would be a topic I could come up with, solving my own problem. Another one I could think of is kind of all things. So another website that's just dedicated to information, because I can do blogging about it. Which is the best current speeds, and is Wi-Fi available underwater? What to do if you're scooping, and all these other things. I just thought of all things Wi-Fi, endless amount of topics I can come up with on that, and then niche down to when I figure out how to monetize it. Another idea was things you need when traveling abroad. So I could come up with, just coming from my problem having terrible internet connection, came up with the idea that the world and all the things that you would need or whatever would come up to it. So kind of like a travel blog. Those are just a few ideas with on just from trying to solve my own problem. I want to know if you could think of it just on connection. Someone threw one out earlier when we were already talking about, kind of joking about it, was computer connection problem, or freezing computers, is also one on from my current problem. So I'll see if there's any. I'm just using this as an idea, and we will continue. Venter or winemaker? Yes, that's what it is. Someone who makes wine, not a brewer. Obviously, that's for beer. That's another one that is already everywhere in your car, and so people who are RVing, and that's another topic, is people who RV. And that audience is crazy passionate. It may not be huge, like in the hundred millions of followers, but they are passionate. So RV niche, I would say, likely passes. So that's a good topic. That is have for week 1. So what should you do now? So moving forward, completing after week 1. Just start with them or whatever works for you. I love them, obviously, and when I use them all the time. Whenever I use work, I really, really love Flowy. You can check that out at workflowy.com. That's love it. It's like high-tech note, the free app, web. I like that you can use it on the web, mobile, or tablet, and it all syncs. So when I'm out somewhere and I want to take notes on something or idea, and then I can finish it on the computer later. So you can use that. But what I want you to do is give me 3 example opportunities above. So before next week's call, I want you to take the opportunities here. Identify a pain point, your own, and I want you to look for examples or more of each one. Anything that comes to your mind from that list, I'll send a link out for this mind map so you can add a map too. And then ask yourself these 5 questions. Am I passionate about this? So each one that you go through, so 3 for each category, go down the list and say, am I personally passionate about this? Give it a yes or no. This is a passionate and they would love. Also, it's also shareable. It's something they would read an article on and share about on Facebook with their friends. Into over term, is this something that I'm just jumping on for right now, or is this something that's important? Find content points, top 2 videos or products on this. So we're talking about physical, digital, blogs, YouTube videos, or things to talk about. Can you easily find an endless amount of topics, or is it one topic and there's really nowhere to go, like quit smoking? And is this something? Yes. So what I mean by that is this is a topic that people will lay there in the middle of the night thinking, I have solved, or I can't wait to read more about blood. Show up the next tab. Sleeping and give it or rank it, and each one ranks the best. Then put them in order from highest to lowest, and then anything that has ranks to start with, bring over there, go over a few of the examples you have and see if it meets the criteria live on the call. And talk about what to do on how to create it, how to get it, and improving that week 2 of the No Excuse Camp includes of week 1. So now, if there are questions while you're here, so they're ran over an hour first week. Any feedback? What do you guys think? Did you get anything out of this? Was valuable? Is it a different way to look at internet marketing and the things that you may currently be doing? Are you rethinking any of the current niches you may be thinking about going into? Hope I didn't poo-poo too many ideas like anyone who might just been setting up a CP or anything like that. Just want to know if there's what you got any feedback. Otherwise, you can write them down and save them, and then bring them to, after you have your list, you can bring them with you when we start week 1. I mean, we'll start next week or week 2. Chris, is there, if you have one of these that you've already can validate, you know it's a hot topic, you know there's an audience you can reach, and you are about it, and you know you can reach the audience quickly, then all you have to do is, going a little bit ahead is figure out what's going to be a strategy, which you can monetize your money, whether you create your own products, whether it's an ebook, physical product, affiliate product, or code, whatever it is that it leads to. If you can figure all that out and you have all that ready to go, yeah, you can start moving forward. Okay, he's saying you already have a weight loss book. Where is your audience? Did you already validate the topic? Is it a niche down topic, or is it general weight loss? If you've got it niche down to a specific topic, like how to lose, arm fat, or how to train for a marathon or something like that, then find the site where the audience is already hanging out, or if you find they hang out on YouTube or blogs, forums, or even find a popular Facebook page or Instagram page, contact one of them, and say, hey, I have this book. I think your audience would really love it. Would you mind sharing this with 1 or 2 links, and I'll give % of any of the sales. Just basically recruit one of Facebook pages or Instagram or something as an affiliate partner, someone, because they're outside of IM. Most of them, you'll probably have to educate them on maybe what affiliate marketing and all that is. Instead, just use regular layman's terms, pretend you're not talking to people on Warrior Forum, and say, I have this product that's been selling really well, or even 75%. And say, I think your audience would love this. It's currently selling for $47. I would love it if we could send this out. I think your list would love it. Here, you can read it for yourself, see if you like it. If you do, I can set up you an account as an affiliate or as a promotional partner, you can call them. And any sales that come, you will get 75% of it. What do you think? Search for these places that people are not looking for, like popular blogs that have tons of traffic that are monetized with AdSense, because at least you know that they're monetizing it. They're just monetizing it poorly. So they're probably using 5 cents a click. And if you come at them telling them they're going to make, $37 a sale, they're going to be more than excited to probably promote your book. Oh man, juicing. Yeah, there's a huge market for juicing. That's like I was saying, like vegetarians or any of those other sub-niches for weight loss. Juicing is another huge good sub-market. Yeah, there's tons of juicing Facebook pages and juicing Instagram pages. I say do that. Start there. Just Facebook pages and Instagram pages, and if you just did nothing but contact any and all of them asking for a promotional partner and send them the book, and ask them if they would like this, you just set them up an account where they get paid, $40 a sale or whatever it is. I guarantee you'll have somebody be making sales by tomorrow, buddy. Contact me later. We can talk about this. We'll go further deeper into this. Anyway, we'll keep moving on. Is there any other questions before we end it here? Otherwise, you should already be registered for week 2. I should be automatically registered for all 4 weeks. If you happen to miss it, well, hopefully we'll get the recording to you pretty soon. Hopefully we've got a good copy. No, this one when we did the voting, the internet marketing one, we won't be going into any real estate on this one, on this call this week, boot camp. But I am considering, after this one is over, doing the same thing, doing a no excuses real estate boot camp as well after this, if this goes well and people enjoy it. And I'll probably, do another poll and see if people are interested in it. If so, I might do that after this is over. So you can look to that if there's enough interest. You voted for both. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the information. I know we covered a lot, so I hope you got a good recording and you can go back and rewatch it and ask any questions. Thank you. And ask any questions you may have. You can also always add me on Skype. I'm always on Skype. My Skype ID is here to inspire with a dot in between each word, HERE.TO.inspire. And you can ask any other questions. I'll probably might create a group. I don't know if I create a Skype group or a Facebook group, or just put something in the members area for the recording so there can be open discussion amongst the other members. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I like seeing the positive feedback. Thank you. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. So hopefully you'll get just as much out of it. I want to see your list. Don't just watch this and don't put it into action. Really something you're more passionate about. I know most of the internet market just being not true passion, but discourage anyone from internet marketing. If you are truly about it and enjoy it, you can go into that market, and the stuff does still apply. And if you want the deep, expert or extensive course on that, then you can always inquire about really simple launches. But I want you to do the work, go through, watch it again, put out your list of all the different topics you come up with and bring it to the class next week, and that way we can go over it. That's the best way you're going to get from myself and the rest of the group can offer feedback on some of your lists and let you know whether or not it's a good topic or not. So do the work, do the homework, and we'll see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great weekend.